Hello, this is Michael from Blue Gem Tarot. Guess what? It's time to create another reading for you. For this one, we have what very intriguing thing will be revealed to you. You could add in here also soon. Can be the case. Some of you, it will unfold differently. That's all I wanted to say, but still, I aim it to be like months, no more than months, or maybe some of you will have more than months, who knows, but weeks to months, basically. So for this reading, we have 3 elephants, pile 1 with orange elephant, pile 2 with red, and pile 3 with blue elephant. Take your time and pick your pile, pick what resonates and leave the rest. Don't come at me if you don't agree with something in the reading. That's completely fine, it can happen. You have the timestamps in the comment section and the description section, along with the donation link if you are interested. And if you feel like it resonated or it helped you out, you could support me with liking, commenting, subscribing, and also donating if you want, and checking out the old videos as well, because I have some similar topics there. You could find some new exciting thing or insights there. So yeah, I think I covered everything I wanted to say. My readings are not gender specific, so yeah. I guess what remains to be said is that I will be meeting each of you in your pile selection. Let's begin the reading. Hello and welcome, pile number 1. Um, let's see what's in store for you, for what a very intriguing thing will be revealed to you. I will just go ahead and say that this is like a very exciting thing, because we have in here the central card being the strength. Now, what's basically so intriguing about this is the fact that I do not see in here necessarily that everyone is undermining themselves, but there will be a moment when you will feel like, wow, I'm so powerful and I'm so strong. There is like almost a level of comfort and recognition and validation in the sense of something that's being seen as very strong and powerful. Something you never thought that was the case, or it was ever gonna be linked to you, or something like this. Maybe not for every single one of you this will resonate, but it's something along the lines of, I never thought I was so like good at it, and this will be something like along the lines of like recognition. This is like, this pile will get recognition. Now, what's interesting also, we have in here the 4 of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles. So there is not only that realization, that there is like also this dimension of recognition coming from people as well. Why am I saying this? It's specifically because this strength card is being surrounded by like 2 of Pentacles and also 7 of Wands. So this makes me feel as though in the past, or it's as if you are really proficient at something, but the circumstances or something along, like something just didn't play along, or something broke, or something like specifically was like showing you in not the most like, not in the best of the ways. And I can see in here the recognition coming through with this strength card, and I feel like it's coming real strong, like for those of you, and it's like effortlessly, or something like that's coming from you with a note of ease and brilliance, but it's a light sort of like manner in which you're gonna show yourself. So what's very intriguing about this, it's almost like a hidden aspect of strength that you never thought you had, and people will be asking you, people will be inquiring about what's going on, how did you manage to do that, also, there is seemingly a reoccurring theme of like, maybe I wasn't good enough, or this this is all like coming to an end. I can see in here some sort of action you have made that made you stand out in a very, very strong and very honorable way. I feel like this was a recognition you were craving and you know you deserved, but for some reason just the circumstances weren't right for that. Not only that, I can see this King of Swords in here, which is quite interesting. It's almost as though there is a person who's gonna be like showing up and saying like, well done, or this is a very like good thing that you did. And it's almost as if there will be like word of mouth in this context with the Three of Pentacles about who you are. Very interesting. And Four of Pentacles, like there will be a feeling of we better not miss out on them. We better not miss like the opportunity of them showing up. This could be almost like work related, but it's not gonna be like for every single one of you. I generally see like a very concrete situation linked to the community. There is something like there is something in here that's gonna show up as this person is like worthy of being noticed, and they like are really good like at what they're doing, you know. I almost see in here like a very like a prolonged state or a prolonged period of time, oh my god, in which you were craving this like I am enough, or I am worthy, or I am like doing the best I can, and like I want to be acknowledged for that. Well, what's interesting particularly about this pile that, you know, it's kind of gonna be given to you. Whether you whether you expect this or not, it's gonna be there. And this will not be about the story of you going above and beyond. This is like almost like a celebration that we have them, or this is almost like, you know, they are very rare. Also the case, I literally just stopped there and I thought like, and I will be pausing by the way, you will see only the moments I talk. This will be a spotlight. This is fantastical. Like, this will be a spotlight. This will be like a sort of, you will be proud of yourself. You know, it's gonna be a moment of, you know, I'm really lucky to be me. In the past, it seemed as though it was really hard for you to relate to the idea of I am powerful or I am enough. Of course, not all of you, or maybe some of you thought that, you know, I am good enough or I am enough, but you never thought of yourself as being like above and beyond extraordinary. And there is gonna be something in here that's gonna place, or let me be more concise, create a contrast of sorts where you're gonna understand that you're lucky to be you. Okay. It's gonna be some sort of situation where, you know, you will look at yourself, you'll feel like this is normal, but when you will compare, or when you'll see the other people's reactions, you're gonna feel like, hey, I feel like, you know, it's gonna be a moment of, you know, I am different, I'm grateful to be me, where I'm so happy that I'm me because of this situation. Okay. And it's gonna be intriguing because specifically it will feel out of the blue. It will feel like I was missing out on this aspect of myself for such a long time. You know, it's almost like, you know, I feel like this is the case about a person who, for example, has like a very good car, knows how to drive, but has forgotten about this car, you know. And it's like, you know, you remember that you know, I have this car and I can drive it in town, you know. And it's gonna feel like for some people you'll think to yourself, you know, maybe for some this is like extraordinary, but for me it's actually quite easy, or it's quite like, it's quite fascinating. Like this energy is like all over the place. I don't know, it's just so strange, but it's such a happy moment for you. I can see it. It's gonna be like as clear as day, like a realization. it's gonna be also not like vague or conceptual, I am love or whatever. No, this is a very concrete situation that's gonna has its like that's gonna have its ripple effect. I'm sorry, it's like evening and I'm like trying to concentrate in here. It's gonna have a ripple effect, and it will be a quiet also realization, but it will be like also a very bold one. So we have the strength also, in the sense that the strength card is really like, I would say, quiet. It doesn't show dynamic moves or a lot of like action of or movement, but we know in here who's the boss. That's the sort of energy I can feel coming off. Or there is also seemingly an information saying that you will be revealing some strengths or skills or skill sets that you didn't prior to this moment, and all of the sudden your growth, oh my god, growth, value is gonna like shoot like a rocket of sorts. Like it's gonna skyrocket. I wanna say it's almost like a similar story when, for example, a person goes to work and they get recognized by a higher up, and all of a sudden all these higher ups that were prior in place, like this person was a subordinate of sorts, uh, all of a sudden like they have this jaw-dropping moment, like who was that person, and they got like higher or something like this. This is very interesting because, and interesting, like, it's the word of the day. I hate I'm like repeating it so much, but um I don't understand where was this all along, and but it's like strange because it's gonna feel very real, it's gonna feel very tangible and also very concrete. So it's like, I am me and I'm proud of myself. Not only that, this will not feel, you see, this is not disconnected from the world. So there is definitely gonna be signs, or there will be external things that will also reverberate, or let's say mirror that feeling, and almost royalty, or like a lot of like being proud of you, okay? People being proud of you. I don't know, like this is something I see. And also there is something of a message of, in the past you thought that you're not gonna succeed, or in the past you thought like, this is a big deal, I'm not sure if I can handle this, I'm not sure what I will do next. For now it will feel very easy, and like the circumstances around you and the people will feel like they are very lucky to have you. That's the level of confidence I can sense in here. Again, with the King of Swords in here, I can see on not only this person, for some of you, this could also be someone with more authority, or more authority in the past over you, and this person being very pleased right now. And actually, like, you're not depending on them anymore, or it feels to me like you have outgrown them in a way. So this King of Swords, it could be the case that this person was causing trouble in the past, and what's gonna be intriguing about this situation is the person is gonna feel really like changed, or it's like gonna feel like they're a new person, or they feel really like soft and very like almost passive in a way in your presence, because they will feel like very pleased with the result of something that you will do. But yeah, that's weird. Like, I wanna say, I see in here in the surrounding cards a lot of struggle or a lot of growth up to this point, and a lot of, I give up. I'm not sure if I will be able to handle this. I just see in here a person who's like, yeah, I can do this, and I can do like 10 more or 1,000 more of these. I can see in here like situations being thrown at you that were making you feel very uncertain, also very panicked and scared, out of your comfort zone. Right now, it will feel like these were stepping stones or opportunities to show yourself up to the world, to show up into the world and to expose yourself in the world so that you are seen for who you are. And this pile feels like a person who would most likely isolate, though the contrast, or what's very ironic in this case, actually very sad, is the fact that this person is capable of so many things and like has so much value that is literally not meant to be like there in loneliness. Like, for what you represent, you shouldn't be in like in a lonely space. Or you know it's like a very expensive work of art that's being like that's sitting in like a laying there in like a basement or like a storage unit. This thing belongs in a museum, for example, or in a very beautiful space that would complement, like the space itself would be complemented by it. And I can see this final realization. It's like, oh my god, why can't I be like this? And you will have this spotlight moment in which the circumstances will be showing like your worth in here. And I can see in here a lot of people grasping, like Four of Pentacles. The moment you will realize that you are needed, not like you are a necessity, this is not even needed, this is like necessity. I can see in here like people wanting to be with you, okay? Pretty straightforward, I would say. And like there will be a moment when it's gonna be like something like, where were you like all this time? Like literally, not kidding. Like, what were you doing all this time and where have you been? Like, why didn't you show up earlier? Like, that's gonna be the question, almost as if there will be like almost also angry crowds of people who are gonna say, you keep that all to yourself. And it's very strange, by the way, because I couldn't pick up on such like let's say um kind of mad almost energy, but it's like, why haven't I met this person all along? And I can see in here like almost like overwhelm. I can see overwhelm in the past with maybe tasks or questions, or you being overwhelmed with like simple, let's say, interactions. Right now, I feel like you're overwhelmed with requests, and there will be people saying like, I want more file number one, and they are not accessible, they don't show up, they won't do this. Just genuinely angry. I don't know why, but I feel in here a strong sense of I wanna have privacy, okay? Coming from pile number one. Yeah, there is something like, when I ask what very intriguing thing will be revealed to you, it's gonna be will be choosing you, and you will be surprised. You'll be like, what's going on? Can I have a break? Like, I can see Seven of Wands. All of the hands with wands are pointing towards this person who's literally represented by you right now. People will choose you. The question is, will you choose people? Because like this pile is gonna be like, I'm not for like, this is no Black Friday or something, this is no sale or something. I just hope that people will be able to bring you the same level of value that they want from you, okay? Because this feels almost like pesky or intimidating or like too much, okay? Something about like genuine innate worth that people will see and they will want to have you by their side. This is not one person, this is not two, three, four, this is many more. I can see this being universally recognized in a way, and the King of Swords seems to be saying like, by the rule, by the book, almost as if, there are some sort of universal metrics that would make you attractive, that would make you appealing, that will make you popular. Like there are literal metrics in here that would indicate, or indicators literally, that would show that, or why, like statistics, okay? Or there is something along the lines of metrics or information, like indicators that will signify or show how rare you are, and this will like genuinely make people chase you, okay? If you're a private person, if you're an introvert, I'm really sorry, this, I wanted to curse, is gonna go down. This will go down. I'm sorry, it's like, there will be a point where you'll feel like, leave me alone. Like, just leave me be. Like, I just wanna be here like a regular person. Um, Blessings in here you can expect, by the way, slow but steady financial gains with the house card. This will feel like very, like how you'll recognize also, this it's gonna be like small steady steps, or this time that you meet this person and they give you some key information, or this time and you receive like an opportunity for an increase, or something along like the lines of a side hustle, or you invest in something like side hustle. I hate this word combination. Oh my god, why did I say it? Like it's literally giving me headaches. um Hobby, okay, hobby feels lighter, okay, definitely. I can see in here a sort of, why I never thought of like making money in such a way with a house garden here, or just like a clear sighted feeling of pragmatism, like being very pragmatic in a way, but also like integrity driven, and let's make money. It's gonna feel like this, okay? um like slow and steady, but like on the right track. There is like huge, like the community aspect for pile number one. I literally have no idea what's happening, so do let me know in the comment section so I don't feel like a crazy person. You all like give me the validation and stuff, like thank you. When my like therapist will ask me what's going on, I will show them the comments, and then I will say, I'm not mad. Look at these people. They've told me that this is true, and they will calm down. Just in case I don't have a psychologist. I'm above this. Okay. With the keycard, something will simplify. Something will have a moment of, gosh, this is so simple. Like, why didn't I just come up with this earlier? Um, I can see in here also a day off, vacation for some of you with lilies and like two of swords. It's like gonna be like, why am I wasting time on this job, or why am I even wasting time on this like worthless thing, when literally people just want me, or when literally people just see me as so like valuable. Like I ain't like, I'm not gonna curse because it's such a pain in the to edit all of this. But Knight of Wands, okay, yeah, I keep on getting distracted so much, but there is more, okay? I can see more coming. So if you find this information very interesting, well, there is more coming means that this is not the end, or this is not the all, this is not the checkpoint in life that, this will stabilize and this will be like, and it will go like this. No, this is like an upgrade of sorts, and it will be universally recognized through the validation, the approval that you're going to receive, you know. And genuinely, this pile will say, like, I know what I'm worth, I know my worth, oh my god. I know my value, like I know I deserve all of this, but it's like, the universe just didn't bring it to me on time, or I never knew like when this will finally come. There will be also gossip and stuff along the lines of people talking about you, saying like, look how far they've gone, and they will look at it and say like it's a miracle, where literally it's not a miracle. Like the pile number one is a miracle, and that's like what's happening. This is not luck. This is just pile number one. um I can see and hear people asking you for help with the key card. I can see and hear people just take my money, and I just want to be heard or helped by you. Okay. This does have an element of like also almost international, or some of you will have like this exposure to the world, or across workspaces you'll be known, or across the field, or there is popularity in here in one shape, way, form, and it will keep on evolving. Like that's so interesting. And I can see in here individuality, because for me the strength card is also like I can feel it as a solar plexus chakra card. I don't know literally what's it's linked to. I'm channeling in a different way, but maybe it's not like this chakra, maybe it's another one, like a green, yellow, whatever, like orange one, pink one, I don't know. But what I see in here is like a person who's coming into a sense of authority, identity specifically. It's like, I'm strong, I'm worthy, I know it, I'm unique, I'm needed, I'm valued, and I can have all these people around you saying the same literal thing. And I cannot tell you for how long you've been waiting for this. I cannot tell you how long this feeling, like you almost gave up, or you gave up actually. And what's fascinating is the depth in here. What's fascinating is this will feel also like people will look at you and look at the final product inside of you. This will feel like a life journey, like life's journey, almost like a multiple lives journey. This is not easy. Okay, this pile has not been through like easy stuff. I can see in here a lot of trial and error. I can see in here genuine desire to be heard and understood, and this doesn't happen. Or I can see in here you reaching some sort of like plateau, or like state of perfection, or really like milestone. And I can see in here like almost with the King of Swords, like someone saying like it's not enough, like you're never gonna be enough. Guess what, like this this is like this is so ridiculous, like the information in here, like this is so ridiculous what's gonna happen. I can see this category of people being humbled. Why it's ridiculous? Because in the past maybe they were fierce, in the past maybe they were representative of this strength card, in the past maybe you thought that you're never gonna be like this. What I see, like why is it so ridiculous? I can see these like whole people generalized in one pile, like not in one, like not one, two, three piles, but like if you were to pick them all up, and if you were to really see them like in your hand, like these would be right now in the energy that you are in, and you're stepping into, further expanding into. I can see these people like as puppies smiling there, like in the memes, like how you see all these like cats and like dogs smiling artificially. And you like literally just look at these people in your hand, and you're like, that's pathetic, but it's also kind of funny. It's also kind of funny how I thought that, these people were more than me actually, when it was literally the other way around. And this is not a moment when I encourage this, but I can feel like it's coming back, like it's flipping. It's flipping upside down. Something about upside down was flying across the reeds as of late for some reason, but yeah, I can't do nothing about it. Um, what else can we go into? Yes, this pile is also very wise, very resourceful, and experienced. And I can say one thing for sure with on the validation side, you deserved this all along. It's almost like it should, no, I don't like saying this. It should have been this way because it revealed you. Like it showed like I don't know, it's just like giving me the metaphor of like, a plant that's deliberately cut so it can like further expand. It's kind of twisted. I don't like it. I don't like this information either. But it's the case, okay? And also this is a feeling of I never thought that I'm gonna be so powerful. Yeah, I never thought, but you are, that's the story, that's the thing. This is like almost carrying an energy of accidental, okay? Accidental strength, accidental discovery of power, accidental discovery of legacy. In here can be the case too of swords. It's gonna be the case where this person is like hitting the target and like randomly hitting the target and like just taking off the blindfold and saying like, yeah, I've scored, like I've hit the target right in the middle and I never thought I will, and I can do more. So this is also, I can see a very dark grayish space, and you entering that space, and it represents you see an engine, and you like light up this engine and you discover this like strong fiery power that will ignite everything around you, and these people, like all these people, see it and are like wanting to be part of this like legend. This pile makes me want to say I ain't, something that I don't want to cut. Okay, it's a very like awakening card, pile, by the way. It's the not the growing up moment. You could like, this is not gonna talk about age. This is more about wake up and like take the steering wheel, because you have the whole ship at your disposal, okay? The world is waiting. That's the message in here. And um why would you play with why would you play small when you are literally born for playing big? Okay, like why would you indulge in a simple like minimizing humble in the bad way, humble like life or decisions or thinking, when you are literally meant for bigger? And it's effortless. Like what's gonna be so wonderful about this pile is gonna be the fact that it's gonna be a discovery. So it's like, I was this all along. you know how could I not see this? Like how wasn't I able to? It's gonna be a genuine like puzzling moment. And I want to say there has to be some checkpoints in the past where this also happened. This is not the first time, by the way. And there is a lot of also projection. Literally not gonna go in there, but you're just you just got used to blending in. Okay. It is what it is. Like I'm gonna call it out, okay? You just blended in, you just mixed with some sort of demographic. You knew all along that this is not you. You knew that you're not like this, or you're not gonna be like you're not meant to, like you have different, like a different compass. Like I will not follow or repeat this, okay? you know why lie to yourself that you will mix, or why give yourself the comfort of uniformization when literally you're meant for more, and you will see that. Like right now, this is coming to an end. It's no longer gonna be possible to play small. And for sure, what I can say is just be prepared to simplify and cut out on a lot of BS that, maybe willingly or not, you had to have in your life. You know, this could be like situations with money when you thought like, should I buy this or that, red or blue, red or green. No, it's not gonna be red or blue. This is gonna be a matter of like royal blue or royal red or golden golden red and or blue and gold, or silver. The whole dimension is gonna be amped up in a way. Um, this upgrade will come in various forms. Some of you will have, like, I can see it community wise, okay? That's for sure. Some of you will have it more in a social setting where you will be more like, you'll have this popularity. Some of you have it abundance wise. Literally, how you will recognize in which area this will apply, you will see it with the small signs. So, if you have like your life focused, or like the world is showing you the details from finances, you will understand that this is finance related. But along the lines of a general message, this is core self-worth and identity related. Or a person who was meant to be a fashion model, but all their life wore some, I don't know, like old clothes. Okay, I just see in here a person who's like literally a work of art, and we have in here like the cobwebs and stuff, and like people just mistreating that art and not understanding its value and like placing it in the wrong places. And you're like, what are you doing here? What are you pile number, like, what are you doing here? You're not meant for this, you know it. Okay. Um, Pretty much I think that's all I wanted to say for pile number one. Mm, that's it. Thanks for watching, I suppose. Let me tune in for a moment if there is something else though. There was a side message also with playing small. This will change. I gave it as an example, but expect in the past when you were like, for example, literally counting money, um, you will not care for that. Like, that's how I see it going. Or you no longer counting your money, you know. Now it cannot be like infinite and stuff, but um, there will be a moment when you would rather spend it than like invest energy, or your energy and time will be much more valuable, or you'll have so much like abundance that literally you'll be saving your time. That would be more valuable than the money. Okay, that's good news. There will be people hanging, and hanging in bad situation, toxic relationships, and there will be people like in drama and emotions and just like bad stuff and bad behavior and habits and revenge, and you will be like um, leveling up, like taking the step, like another step upward, another step upward, and this person is, you'll be like changing and evolving, and you'll be looking back and these people are like in the same stuff. Okay, same, literally. I cannot believe these people, like, why don't they change? Why don't they at least try their best to do it, like to change? There will be a new moment when you will throw yourself into the game and into a bigger challenge. This will literally be a surprise to you, because you usually don't, maybe you don't do that on purpose or really often. Well, there will be like, I'm worthy, or I can take this duel, or you will challenge a situation or a person, then this will be very new to you. Someone who directed you, who was quote unquote your teacher, will come to you and ask your help, will come to you and ask your opinion, and you'll be like, now who's the boss? And it's very interesting. And this person in the past, if they were intimidating, right now they will feel like a child. With the child card, by the way, I don't know, I just saw that I can see this like child running, so it made me feel like there will be a chase of people, like, it's gonna be a funny moment when I was like not needed for such a long time, and right now everyone is chasing me. Like, what do I do? Should I run? Like, should I stay? No, if I'm gonna stay, they're gonna be like pestering me. I should run. I should run for my life. Okay. I don't know what this is about, but maybe you know. Someone's also taste in here for pile number one will change. In the past, if you were used to cheap stuff, right now this will change and you'll feel like I cannot live anymore without like buying something expensive, or I cannot like sleep at night knowing that, you know, I don't have this quality item into my home. And people will be like, what kind of like cosmic galaxy sense of taste, expensive taste this pile has? Because I remember them having much lower expectations, and right now, like, they want the best. Like, what's going on? And oh my god, the haters in here, like, with the snake in reverse, by the way. This is gonna be such a funny moment. I can see people, like, just talking so much. It's like almost like they are dry. Like, they talk so much about this achievement of yours or about your reputation, and it's like they are so furious that they are dry in the mouth, they are so like envious that, you know they talk so much about all the things that you're such a treacherous person, like you did that, or you on purpose manipulated something or someone, and my god, I can see someone almost like biting their tongue, or like not having enough, almost like, saliva. It's like so much they talk that it's literally like leaving their mouth dry, and this person, and they like almost, I can see them, like it's kind of a strange image, but like withering. It's like very, like it's weighing them down. Like, how could they like go so far? Like, this, like insane. Like, I cannot believe this. And when you look at this thing from your side, it's saddening slash funny slash concerning, because it's like, seeing someone in distress, but literally just be happy for the person, or like, aim for them being an inspiration for you to grow. But what I see in here is like this person just not having it. Okay, why them? And by the way, those of you who are like with love interests that you outgrew, there will be like many attempts from people that are like not your caliber, and they will try to, macho man, that kind of thing, and they will try to boast. And you're like, I saw the two of swords in there, like the person in the card shows, oh my god, the person throws like a sword in that, like, and I will feel as though there will be a moment like, dare try to boast around me, because literally I'm gonna send something flying in your face, that kind of thing. Don't anger me, like, don't even try and waste my time, because yeah, this will be like, you will cringe. Like, I can see you cringing at something, because it's like, whatever, I'm not like, I wasn't attracted to this, like, I couldn't have, like, don't ever tell anyone. Literally, if anyone mentioned this, literally I'm gonna find a way to silence them. You know how funny this is. But I can see in here you cringing at the ways in which you perhaps, like, maybe not all of you, but at the people you thought are attractive or you wanted their attention. Right now it's gonna be like, dare to question, no, dare to inquire my attention, because I will send you some flying fists. Like, I can see in here you just being done. Like, I'm done. Okay, I'm done with mediocrity. I'm done. Like, they're lucky I have even like thought of them. Y'all, pile number one, like, what's going on? This is so entertaining. Like, I hope I'm not gonna make an hour out of this, but. And what I find also kind of funny with Three of Pentacles, like, I can see these people like looking at the dashboard, whatever thing, I don't know what it's called, but there will be like also a moment about this, but like, you better look at it, like, you better look at me and remember me, because you don't see that every day. Yeah, look closer, it's gonna be that, like, look better, like, look better and look closer, because you have to remember this site. That's the level of confidence. I love it. To be honest, I really love it, because it feels like this is a change in pile one. This is a well-deserved like attitude they should have had about themselves. And maybe for some of you will be like in this pendulum. Some in the past might have felt like very shy, but it was falsely induced, introverted, and right now it's like, yeah, better, you better remember my name, because you don't see that every day. It's gonna be a very like out there, explosive charisma stuff. If you're not used to it, but then I'm sorry. It's gonna be the case that you have to get used to it. Well, I think that's pretty much it. I can go about channeling this stuff all day. But I have other piles as well, unfortunately, or fortunately, I don't know. Maybe do make sure to watch others, because they can resonate with you, especially if I start talking about resonance with who you are and how it starts all like making sense. Um, it could be the case that you'll find yourself in the reads, so do make sure to check those out if you want. Okay, I think that's all. Thanks for watching. Do make sure to mention in the comment section that you're pile number one, and like, let me know if it resonated or not, so I can feel like I'm a sane person again, and just in case I can show my therapist that, you know, at least I've got all these people saying that it resonates, so I'm not insane, and I'm actually like not insane. Okay, that's good. Thanks for watching. Aside from the like quirky note, this was like a very pleasant and entertaining pile, and I love that I see some wonderful improvements that, you know, as I said, and I will say it again, well deserved. And this feels like a performance that you did, and I'm complimenting you on it. Okay. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Make sure to check out my old videos as well. Donation link in the comment section or the description if you want. If not, I'm mad. Just kidding, I'm not mad. You can donate if you want. If not, also I will sleep tightly, because I'm doing my soul mission in here. Thanks for watching. I think I said that 3 times or 2 times already. Hope to see you in the future readings. Take care. Okay, now we have pile number 2. By the way, your pile is going to be linked to the red elephant. And we have into the center of the reading the Ten of Cups. This, I remind you, is gonna be the representative card for your energy and the message I have for you. Okay, first of all, the very intriguing thing that will be revealed to you with the Ten of Cups, it's going to be along the lines of expectation. And in this case, it feels to me like you have an expectation that, you know, you're not gonna fit in, or maybe you have an expectation that you don't expect belonging, you know. Maybe you also do have an expectation that you are not going to be necessarily like accepted or felt like as like one of I don't feel like belonging. I don't feel like you are expecting belonging, but I feel like, however, you are going to have it. Whether you want this or not, you are going to have it. I feel like you are generally a person with the Nine of Pentacles who's well off by themselves, and you have learned to be very, let's say, independent with this card. You're no troublemaker in this case. No troublemaker in the sense that you are not actively going to be pursuing attention for the sake of it, or you're not going to necessarily like attract a lot of attention. Um, I don't feel like this pile would be capable of like manipulating or doing shady stuff. That's why I seen here this Ten of Cups as being a sort of a reward or even like an acknowledgement of sorts. I also want to say you're expecting perhaps something, but it's gonna come off way better than you actually expected. Or actually, no, it's not about expectation. Well, the funny thing is, Three of Pentacles, Three of Swords actually, in reverse. So I feel like this pile has learned to not have any like I do not expect anything from anyone, and I feel like this Ten of Cups will represent a gift or a sort of an offer or a recognition of your brilliance in this case, and this will be very much so a surprise to you. What I can also read from the Ten of Cups, you will find some very interesting information about someone, and it could be a couple because we haven't here this person looking at these two. I can feel you being ahead of the game. You will not only find it intriguing that you are ahead of the game, but you will find something indirectly about a couple of people that you wanted to know of that will basically make you feel really on top of the game again. Um, I feel like you will hold the keys in here. I feel like you will have access to something that's far greater, like again, more than you actually expected. You could read people, maybe you will find something about these people indirectly, and you will feel prepared, you'll feel ready, you'll feel like you have everything under control. And this is very wonderful, I want to say. I want to also add in here with the Ten of Cups that the very intriguing thing will be revealed to you in the sense that actually you were investing in something and you didn't see the results of it for a very long time, though you believed that this will work. And I can see in here with this Ten of Cups, this person like basically just doing the thing, doing the routine, doing something repetitively, something they believe in, and I can see it yielding very natural and, as you could expect, results. I feel like you're very happy with what you will receive, but you will be aiming for more, or you will feel like this is not the end. So this is literally giving me a feeling of you, for example, receiving like good reputation, abundance, because this is Ten of Cups, basically. This will be abundance that will come from people, because money and people, they are interlinked in a way, and I can feel in here that you are going to place very optimal like actions in that direction, and they will yield results. I can feel in here you being at ease. I can feel you like unexpected, intriguing information that you will feel like you have been investing in something that was worthwhile. Why it's intriguing? Because you thought this is a productive thing. It will prove itself to be even more productive. Trust me, like it will prove itself to be well beyond what you initially invested in. So it's, the best example that comes to mind with this situation, it's for example when you like really try to be kind to a person, and it's not even about being trying to be kind, but like striving for it or finding the ways to refine yourself, and then it feels like the person doesn't get it, but over time this person builds like trust and builds like a relationship with you that you like literally never expected. And I can feel in here the sense of the reward of the right investment. Like sometimes you have to perhaps excuse a person, sometimes you have to place boundaries and excuse the person, but I can see in here you trying your best to keep the relationships that you have in your life going. And I can see in here the people's like gratitude extending to you and you being like, thanks, thank you so much. Like I didn't aim for that necessarily, but I'm grateful for it. It's like I can see in here this pile somehow indirectly aiming for abundance, but not in the sense that, I'm taking it from you. No, actually, I do place much more importance on the relationship more than what I gain from it. So there will be like a natural, like, I'm taking like some sort of benefits, though I'm not seeing those as benefits, but actually like the participation of that person being more in my life. And I'm really grateful for it. I'm really grateful for the help. So genuinely, this feels like, you're going to feel like this King of Cups in the sense that everything like relationship related, oriented, like from that domain is gonna be flawlessly working to like progressing, changing for the better, and people like really understanding who you are and what you have to provide. So I feel like this is quite amazing. I love this energy and I love this message also. Something also wants me to say that you will be chosen. You will be like, this is not a situation that you perhaps were used to in the past where you were left in the shadows. Or I feel like people are going to recognize that you deserve the best, or you're going to be in a situation where people are going to be offering you things from the best standpoint, or from the best, like the best of options. So this is not accommodation because people have to, or this is not a must because someone like took responsibility but they didn't really want to. I can see in here a sort of like, and I don't know if I said correctly accommodation, but people trying to give you the best opportunities and the best like treatment and the best conditions. Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. So this comes off as quite intriguing to me because in the past, or you were very used to creating that for yourself. Right now there will be people showing up and saying like, look at this person, they deserve the best, and they will extend that time, energy and resource for you to experience that, and it will come off as very well deserved, like finally I can have that as well. Also an information about belonging, so there is a feeling of I didn't expect that I'm gonna be so welcomed in here, and I don't understand what I did or how I deserved this, but this will be more like just being you and you being accepted for that. I don't feel in here like there is going to be effort. The Ten of Cups is a very effortless card to me in this context, and what will be revealed is like you cannot not belong. So basically it will feel like you will belong by default. This is very interesting. I don't feel like I've come across this information specifically in the past, though I had like some tangency to it, but yeah, interesting. Looking at the Tower, I can see in here that people will excuse you. You don't expect this, by the way. That's quite interesting. Again, interesting. Oh my god, I'm so tired of this word. I have to get it out of my vocabulary. I can see people excusing you because they know you. I can see and hear people wanting to excuse you, wanting like, and the worst will not happen. You have a worst case scenario that's like something around the line, along the lines of being broke, or perhaps failing or miserably failing, or something like this Tower, like really starting from scratch, or something repeating from the past, like something very like strange, unfortunate in here. And I can feel like this connection, this net of people will ensure and will give you the signs that this will not happen. And if something happens in general, you'll have these people by your side. Okay, I can see in here an information also with that thing somehow reverberating or creating this like repetition in some people's lives, and you'll hear about it. You'll not be very happy about it, but these people, I feel like they will have this because either they wished this upon someone else, or they will have it because it's like a return of sorts. No, I really don't know, but I can feel in here that you're going to be placed under some sort of protection of sorts. So I can feel like this is some very good news for pile number two. I feel like you are more secure than ever. I can feel like this guard that you have built around yourself and around your core identity is shedding, like it's going off, it's falling. Yeah, that's what I can see. And it's coming off unexpectedly, leaving a place for or an invitation for peace. Um, I feel like you're too tense, or maybe the situations in life were making you feel so, and this is all ending. Okay, I can see a long lasted, like a long waited vacation of sorts, but it's in the attitude. It's like you're no longer stressing yourself out as you were in the past. So this is very also good news for your pile as well. Those of you dealing with feelings of tiredness, um, feeling constantly drained, or feeling like something is wrong and I cannot understand why, um, one of two things will show up. Either one category from this pile will find out why and therefore address the cause. A pile, like a number of people, will be solving that. A pile of people will actually find some sort of long lasting peace in here, I can sense. And if you want to understand where you're at, some of you found already the cause. Some of you some of you are awakening in the feeling of why this is happening, and some of you are like in the sense or in the middle of creating change in your life. Okay, the death card in reverse, so it's like some of you are trying to find a way to change the circumstance and find a way to make that come to a resolution. So this is like the good news in here, and why it's going to be intriguing is because it's very long lasting or long term. I can see in here also with very intriguing thing or information that's going to be revealed to you. You will discover some sort of new passion or craft that's going to make you want to wake up in the morning, or it will make you energized. This is the coming from this Four of Cups. So um, maybe I can say in here that perhaps you didn't feel as passionate, maybe you didn't feel as directed, or you didn't have as much as a direction in life, and there will be something that will either create clarity or direction into your life. With this Knight of Pentacles, it will feel like, I don't have this explosive energy, but I do have this curiosity in here that I would like to explore, and it's giving me a sense of purpose. Okay, that's what I can see in here from the Knight of Pentacles. Also, well-deserved praise. I can see in here from the Woman card. This pile was used to harsh behavior, or like the roses, or not the roses, the bouquet in reverse. I would feel as though right now, finally, you'll have some either suitors, maybe not, but there will be gifts either from you to yourself, or there will be situations like, this person deserves to be treated, or likes to be treated more gently, and therefore, people will recognize this and they will give you that. I can see in here more softness. I can see in here more like ease into your life going on, and I can see you being more dreamy. By the way, you have the Star in reverse, so I feel like in the past you must have felt as though, I don't have dreams, or I don't have aspirations because I just survive. This is all changing, and those of you who are seeking a partner, a connection of sorts, I can see in here a person showing up, but hear me out, this is not like a relationship classical setting. I see in here just a person who is like very compatible with you, and you can like follow this person, you can follow each other mutually, and it will feel like a situation where, yeah, it makes me feel like this person and you will walk towards the same thing. And whether you are in a relationship or not, this is not gonna be concerning, like not gonna like concern you as much. Yeah, we have in here the key in reverse, so I can feel a lot of despair, like apathy lifting off. And I don't know what this pile is doing or what phase you're entering, but I want to say the truth, the truths in general that you were aiming for or that you were trying to look for all this time, they will feel closer than ever. They will like they will come to you in a very unexpected, closer way than you expected. I don't know, like don't even go there with the grammar because channeling this is very difficult, and sometimes I cannot like make sense with the words. It's kind of difficult. Not gonna lie, like I don't want people to think that I'm illiterate or something, or um yeah, you got the idea. Like it's pretty hard for me to read all of this, but hopefully it makes sense. Like hopefully like don't think too much about the how coherent like it's the information that or the words are that I'm conveying, because it's literally giving me a hard time to concentrate. I can see in here you finding out about some people who would try to come back, and this is not a direct the pronunciation is also all over the place. I can see people wanting to contact you back, or you finding out about some people who want to come back into your life. Yep, that's the deal. I don't feel like and here's the thing. What's funny, it's indirectly. So you will know, they will not know that you know. Basically, that's the thing with the death card in here. I was able to read. Investment, if you were working with that, if you were doing stuff like that, if you were like, the nine represents a person who was doing something for a very long time. It could be even a routine of something of sorts, and this is yielding results. I can see in here it yielding results. Okay, I can see in here some sort of very smart, efficient practice of yours that's yielding some very positive, tangible abundance. Yeah, it's gonna make you feel very like stable as well. And by the way, if you were the friend who is generally giving advice, I will have a situation in here for this pile where you will hear about your own advice circulating and you'll feel proud. The Hierophant in reverse. So this is like, it's gonna be a gratitude of sorts that's gonna be shown to you indirectly also. So there is a lot of blessings in here. I can, and like blessings, when they say that, like positive things that you will recognize and say like, yeah, I heard that from the reading. You will hear your own advice circulating and it will feel very gratifying in a way. And there will be also, for some category of you people, that will come back to you or will hear about your advice and would want to contact you or something like this. So, or there will be a situation like, I've heard about this advice, but I don't know from whom, but this was a very sound advice. It helped me out, and, I want more. And they will not know that they literally talk with the person who was like the source of this advice. That's so funny, but yeah, the case. I can also see you looking at some sort of personal records of yours, financially related, and you will hear about someone else who's struggling or someone who you felt was off, and like you will see the differences, or there will be a feeling of like, let's be honest, it will feel like, I did the right thing and this person didn't, and look where am I at and where this person is at. It's gonna be like intriguing from the standpoint, where you will believe and you will understand that you did the right thing because it had some very sound logic to it. Like I really trust my own voice because look where I'm at right now. I can also see some of you being set as an example from the harvest card. I can see in here there is like a story like circulating, or an information circulating about you that is talking about something that you did, and this thing is gonna be set as an example. And for you, it's gonna feel very natural. For you, it's gonna feel like, this is how it works, where for others, this will feel like it's genius information or something like this. The side card, I really don't remember which one is which, but really I don't care about it right now. What's important is the message. So something is very established about you in your logic of things and how you create your own stability and abundance in that stability. And there will be a moment where people will talk about this and they will refer to you as an example, or they will refer to you as the way to work with it. Okay, so I can also sense in here on offers. The ship card makes me feel like, whether you want this or not, there will be, like, I can feel you being a very stable person, but there will be inklings or maybe signs or hints or even people like asking out stuff about you, and they will talk about some sort of potential changes in the future or moving out things, moving, like literally moving out. And I don't feel like you're going to be very happy about this. But naturally, people will want to travel or would want to offer and extend opportunities that would allow you to move around a lot. That's what I see in here with this ship card, and I do not feel like you're gonna be very happy about it though. It will feel intriguing where, you'll feel like, yeah, I have this option, or this opportunity is being shown up to me, but do I really want it? I don't feel like this is this is going to be the case. I can see in here a lot of stress, by the way, with moving out. Some of you are really like very like stable and would like to have this stability further. Like, I would like to stay where I'm at. Like, I don't want to move, or I don't want to travel too much. um I can say this pile will also receive some news about a wrongdoing that was done to you, and this person that was messing with you, they will have some like very bitter circumstance or consequence. And now again, I don't feel like this is making this pile very happy to hear. Someone was asking about justice, or again, the coffin in reverse. I feel like for some reason, like, you're thriving or you're adding points to your abundance, whereas the circumstances or the people who were messing with you, and others as well, I don't feel like this is necessarily on your account, or only, it's not only like in regards to you, but I can see them like really running out of luck, and I can see them being face to face with the consequences of what they did. I can see in here like negative talk being exposed. I can see in here some negative intentions that were concealed and them being exposed, and all of this is hitting their abundance. And abundance and reputation, by the way, like coffin, I want to say it makes me feel like this person will have a negative reputation and they will have to grow it from scratch. Like, people will lose faith and will lose trust in a person. Okay, and this is literally near the tower, and this person will not even face the worst, but I can feel in here this person not being like trusted anymore. And the more you go upwards, and it makes me feel like this person was or had a link to you where they envied you or they tried to get in your way. And now it feels like the more you ascend, the more you add points to that abundance I was talking about, the more it feels like this person is going into accountability, you know? And I can feel like the universe wants to reward all these people, all people in general, but the harsh truth is, in this case for this person, that they have to understand that they do have an impact around the ecosystem that they are placed in. And there is more in here, but it's kind of dark, to be honest. It's like linked to stability. This person is going to feel this. It will hit their stability, really. Kind of strange, but this pile also, this will resonate if you recognize yourself as being ready for everything. And this will also resonate if you are used to things not going your way for like a lot of the time. And you're no longer surprised. Like you create some sort of your own like stream, or you create your own path and things. And I want to say, like, especially with that person as an example, you created ecologically. And I can see this as people knowing it, and people really, they trust you so much that they like somehow like turn their back. But what I mean, you turn your back on the person when you know that they are like safe. Like they can turn around and they can expose their back because they feel like, there is no negative, or there is no like hit in the like no knife in the back, situation. This makes me feel like people feel very safe and they trust you a lot. And what you will find very intriguing in this period of time, it's more and more signs that people show this trust to you. And I can feel in here readiness. Like this pile is very self-sufficient and you don't want others to intervene as much. But I can see in here people's readiness to aid you. If anything, you just have to ask. I can see in here also more awareness or understanding your psychology and you feeling better. I want to say there is a lot of feeling better with this pile that I can see showcased in the reading. Whatever it is that you were doing or whatever phase in life you're in right now, I feel like things are becoming more clear. And this is like an advantage that's coming through from this pile. What's interesting and kind of funny at the same time, from the King of Cups came an information that you are or you will become someone's favorite. And this is all like very transparent, very optimistic and friendly energy. You will become someone's favorite in the sense that this person will trust you, in the sense that this person will want to work with you because they know about either your work ethic, about your honesty, about, it's as if this person trusts you because they know you are like one of them, or, they feel like you deserve to belong, like a very welcoming energy. This will come very unexpectedly again. You know that these like qualities of yours are very valuable, but I do not see that you had those validated in the past. So I can see this person really calling you out. I can see finally this person showing up and saying, yeah, you really, and this is not gonna be quite apparent, but you will find the signs where this person will be very inviting to your presence, will constantly show up or find ways to make you show up. Okay. That's very interesting. Now, this is by far a very like quite an ecological, by the way, and pile. I want to say a great majority of people are watching my channel and are like this. I'm not saying like only this pile is like this, just like a disclaimer of sorts, but I can see and hear things being given to you specifically because you work in that way, specifically because you have this graceful and noble character, not to use something in your advantage. I can see and hear you being given something and you make more out of it, you know. I can see and hear, for example, someone giving you a compliment and then you multiply that compliment. In what sense? For example, you could be having a situation where the person is saying like you're kind, and you would say it takes a kind person to notice that kind of thing. So this is not the case where this pile is going to take something and, you know, mm, not crowded. How do they say? Like when you hoard it, okay? Yeah. This is not a pile who's gonna hoard it, okay? This pile is gonna be very generous. And that's why you are increasingly going to be placed in situations, because it's almost as if God or universe trusts you to have the remote. And I can see you being placed under a lot of like divine protection because you're way too important, okay? I can see this pile being a sustainer. I'm not sure I don't feel like no, I don't feel like I've talked about this. It's purely intuitive, by the way. I'm not sure if this is even something someone else said, but I will go ahead and say it. Sustainer, I feel like you are a person who creates well-being for others, willingly or not, and because of this, there is too much at stake. There is too much like importance placed on you because so much depends on you. And therefore, it's almost like the people that you help, they carry you in their prayers, and that's why you are safeguarded. That's why deliberately you're going to be gifted with more, because you have the responsibility over other people, and this will manifest differently for a lot of people. Someone is a very good employer, someone is a very good mother, someone is a very good therapist, worker, someone really takes care that something is very well and well done. That's the thing. And a lot of good reputation. I'm surprised I don't see in here the star, but maybe we don't see the card because it's not as apparent at first. But this is the type of pile who will create the atmosphere in the room. This is the pile who's going to be popular, but not in the mainstream ways. So it's as if you are going to be popular, but you know, leaving impressions on people you didn't expect will be the case. It's like, you know, you're very deliberate in your giving, and it's gonna like really set the atmosphere in here for people to really like you. And this will not be a surprise to you, by the way. I don't feel like this is something new, by the way. I feel like not only you understand at times what it is that you provide to people, but um I can see the universe not normally and naturally giving back to you. And you'll be like, yeah, I don't even need it. I'm not sure, like maybe in the past you wanted something, you craved something, and it will be given to you, but it will be a feeling of, I'm already grateful for what I am, and I'm thankful for what's like in the present moment. Even more, it's not like a necessity of sorts, and that's wonderful. I really aim for that attitude as well. It makes me feel like life is no longer gonna be a struggle, or will no longer feel like a struggle. I feel like what's the space that you are coming from? I feel like by default, some sort of situations or the system that you're placed in, or you outgrown in your childhood, past, whatever, previous job could be, um, this has certain parameters. The star in reverse. This was a place or a system that was not supporting dreams. This was a system that doesn't care about who you are. This could be about someone's upbringing. This is not a place where you felt like you belong or you were cherished. This was not a place you felt as though you felt loved or listened to, or there was no attunement. This was also a place, quite a dark space, by the way. So, literally, the case where diamonds are made under pressure, the case. again, a reoccurring energy or pattern I can see, it's you creating the best out of something that was not meant to be. Like, by design, it would have made people in general crumble or perish. This pile didn't give up, and you transformed something. You transformed a lot of the circumstances in your life, and you have shown the world that it's possible, or you're showing the world that it's possible to be whoever you want to be if you want this, you know? Quite a powerful message, to be honest, but just like with pile 1, no spoilers intended, of course, but you will find that, you know, I'm really lucky to be me, and you will, in the past, there was a feeling of I am not enough, and you will have this experience right now, and you will say, not only you are enough, I'm more than enough. I'm more than I thought. This will be the feeling. And also, this is not only, again, this is this is so similar to pile number 1. This will be a confirmation from the exterior world. Things will be easier. That's what I can see. And this will be how you'll recognize also, it's with a change of an attitude. You'll have a change in your attitude or in the way in which you feel. And you will see results from your actions. Quite a wonderful message, to be honest with you. And also, I can see in here more energy to live or to wake up in the morning. Yeah, whoever is struggling with this, and something along the lines of being assisted by the feeling of belonging. So maybe you are lacking this feeling of belonging, and this is making you so. This is making it so difficult for you to get up. Yeah, I'm laughing because I'm literally struggling with this as well. And this is not funny, but it kind of it just amazes me how sometimes I can also resonate with stuff from the reads. But and you know, you will look back and you will look at the situation right now and you'll say, this is not as bad as I initially thought or I prepared myself to, because with a tower and 3 of Swords, expecting the worst, and not only expecting the worst, but literally like anticipating it or looking at the signs and, is this gonna happen? No. If anything, this is going to be a change of feeling and attitude where destroying something, or if something will come to an end, will make you regroup or be resilient to rebuild. And this will feel like a fortunate moment. So when this tower moment will come, and honestly, it happens, this will feel like a rebuilding, you know? This will feel like a redirection of energy and redirection of resource, and you will not feel scarce. You'll not feel like this is the end of the world, because I can feel you having support. I can feel you having plan B, plan C, whatever. And if there is a crisis in one area, the others are supporting this whole net, and this will not make you crumble. If anything, this will make you excited, by the way. If anything, this dark nights of the soul are going to make you feel more established in something that had to go and something that you want even more, you know. So for example, if something comes to an end, you'll think to yourself, you know, this is an opportunity to plant a new seed, and this will be fascinating. This will be change that you want. This will be change that will not throw you off balance. That's the thing. And what's in the most intriguing, like, core base message in here, it's the simplification. It's the ease, the peace that I can feel coming through, and having more energy, having more time. It will feel like time is going slower, and you have more time to pursue what it is that you want, and you don't have to rush. I don't see in here rush. I don't see in here like rushing, going from one place to another. Wonderful. I didn't check the validation points, but I feel like I've already covered a lot of them here. I think that's pretty much it, pile number 2. With the validation in here, I can say you always believed in yourself. You always thought that what you do or what you placed importance on is really worthwhile. You believed that till the end, and you believed it long enough for it to come true. And this is a very rare case where why this is like a rare case to oh my god, the pronunciation, I can't. Okay. Rare because you're very intelligent, but it's complicated intelligent, and not everyone is getting this, and therefore it makes them feel like, this pile talks about something that they don't know or don't understand, where literally they don't understand it. Unfortunately, this pile has to live the example to show it that it works, and you're like, why wait? Why don't you just listen? Why do I have to prove it where you literally could have just listened? Very experienced pile, and something like the advice part I was talking about, the advice circulating and stuff, and you're like, yeah, I'm not surprised, I literally told you the same thing. Okay, I think that's pretty much all. I hope you enjoyed the reading. I hope it resonated. By the way, I hope I don't feel or hear sound like a crazy person, and I will say it right off the bat. The talk, the coherence, and the pronunciation was all over the place. I don't know what's going on, but I hope at least you got what you wanted from the reading, because I'm having a hard time concentrating. But yeah. Thanks for watching. Make sure to comment down below what's going on. Make sure to comment that this is your situation, how it resonated, and how you are in the checkpoints, or where you're at in the information I was talking about, because this is very intriguing. If you have time, to make sure to drop a comment below if you want. If not, that's also fine. Like, comment, subscribe. The donation link is in the description and comment section if you want. If not, I will be upset. Just kidding, I will not be upset. Thanks for watching. I hope to see you in the future readings. Take care. Okay, moving on to pile number 3. 2 and 1 were we're intense. I'm not gonna not mention it. It's quite intense. It was. What very intriguing thing will be revealed to you, pile number 3? You chose the blue elephant. We have in here the Ace of Cups. This is very good news, by the way. I can hear you, I can see you hearing about your good reputation. I can see you anticipating compliments. I can see you anticipating some very good behavior from people, or well-deserved praise in here, and it will feel natural. I can see you feeling grateful for your kindness and for the way in which you extended your attention and your energy towards people, because it yields positive results. It's not even necessary that it comes back to you necessarily, but you'll feel happy about something that you did, or a manner in which you behaved. And the person or people, by the way, because we have in here 2 white pigeons flying in the sky, returning, as though returning, it makes me feel like you will anticipate someone else's return, because they listened either to something that you told them to do, or because you have given them some advice, or because maybe you aided them in a time when they really needed it, and you'll be very happy to see them, not because you want something from them, but because you see them thriving, and you feeling very grateful that you had the honor somehow to assist them, or you feeling very grateful that you had something of use to them. And gratitude in 3 forms: you being grateful to yourself, to the help of people, and for the opportunity. Very, very wonderful thing. Um, Also, why specifically it's gonna be intriguing? I don't feel like it's necessarily going to be intriguing, but you'll feel very happy. You'll feel very happy, and you'll feel intrigued by the possibilities of what's possible to create. You'll like this pile feels established in something like an aid, or literally it can be the case that you um, just spend time together with someone and you expressed yourself, or you were just like yourself, or you like, this is not complicated, kid. Let's not make it out of the sky, whatever. Like, this is day to day, like you being yourself, and you extending your kindness, generosity, your energy, your presence, your like some sort of benefit in here, and you seeing this yielding positive results. I can see you also understanding and acknowledging the happiness or the impact that you create. This will make you very happy. Ace of Wands, Six of Pentacles. I can feel this pile contacting a lot of people, or a lot of people feeling grateful for you, for having you. Um, a lot of comforting energy. Like, what's going on? Setting people free, channeling that information, like calming and reassuring people, comforting comforting people with the Five of Cups who are in distress, bidding them like a farewell, but like, you can always contact me. That's very strange, but that's what I see. And I can see and hear people coming back, like literally what's going on. Pile number three, I literally have every single time something is happening with pile number three. Either I see something that's very suspicious, a sort of an energy that I'm like, am I doing a private reading or a general one? Because something's going on with these piles. With these piles, like specifically threes. Like, y'all, who's picking pile number three? Because this is like messing with my readings, but it's very intense. Usually, like, it's very diverse. It's very also shocking as information wise, or almost very rare, where it feels like, how is this pile even, like, let's just trust the whole process and just read. But yeah, it's taking me by surprise usually. This is very good news. Ace of Cups, I was channeling, and it's like, and you know it, like you feel it, you already know it's gonna happen, and you're like, I know it's gonna happen. It's gonna give you, like, it's giving me goosebumps. It's gonna give you as well goosebumps. Like, something is about to happen, or is about to unfold, and you are like, I can feel it. I know it's gonna happen. And when it will happen, you'll be like, yeah, it's the wish come true. It's linked to you, by the way. I don't know what this is about, but you predicting something fortunate that's gonna come your way, and you're going to be like, yes, I knew it. I knew it. I felt it. I knew I was blessed. I knew I was chosen for this. I knew the goodness that I did was going to be rewarded like this. And literally, like, I want you to understand that this person in the card is not even looking at this spot, which is like radiating that like yellowish type of golden energy, and that's circulating around her head. This is not about result. This is not about someone like looking for a result. This is not about someone caring as much for the result. But when you're going to water a plant and take care of it, the natural result is going to be that it's gonna grow. So that's literally the case with this pile. Um, you're going to be chosen for something, you're going to be chosen in general, and this will not come as a surprise to you, because it will feel like a very natural step in the game. Now, this will also talk about a sort of a wish fulfillment, but I don't like it like a wish fulfillment. When I hear that, it's like kind of strange to me. This is not necessarily in that way. It's talking about wanting something and consciously doing something about it and watching it unfold. Or literally, if you had like, I'll give you an example. If you're people oriented, let's say, and you aspire to find a role that is going to best be suited for that kind of quality, then it's no surprise that at some point you're going to encounter something very powerful as a role, for example, that would facilitate that thing. And you can say it's a wish fulfillment. I wouldn't say it. I would say rather that this is a logical completion of what's next, or what's the next up leveling of that skill, you know. So that is something that also pertains to your message, in the way that something will be coming true because it has its own uh, cause and consequence and its own logic of growing, expanding, and unfolding. Okay, that's the thing, and it's very fortunate. It's gonna be linked to you, to your prosperity. When I say prosperity, I don't want you to understand that this is money or something necessarily tangible. It's just a feeling of well-being and being happy to be here. It's a feeling of I'm lucky to experience this, and it's just like translated as happiness. And when you're happy, it usually means that you've got some areas of life going for you. Um, Also, we have the Ace of Wands. So this makes me feel like you are going to be at the brink of finding something out, of understanding or sparking or igniting some sort of new thing. It can be a passionate like impulse to pursue something. I almost see you finding out like the details about a craft or a hobby or an activity, and it makes you go for it. Anyways, it translates as passion, so we have that for sure. Or if you were struggling creatively, if you were struggling with ideas, this is like a new like burst of a lot of energy and a lot of ideas. This information will talk to the people who felt as though there is a lack or there is a scarcity of energy around them. This will feel like you discovered something, like, those times when you pick up a rock and you see underneath that rock a whole new universe that you never thought was there prior to taking that rock out or lifting that rock. So that's literally also the case. This is unexpected, like ideas, also like streams of ideas, or the literal example is like, that feeling when you, for example, are a painter and you discover an arts like a store, or you discover new mediums of expression, for example. That's like inspirational stuff going on there, and this will wonderfully complement your journey in that direction. I keep on staring on this Six of Pentacles, so this makes me feel like something from the good deeds. The good deeds that you were doing, they are going to come back to you, or you will feel notified about them. Something about a very good reputation, something about people hearing about you across something. So this is like a popularity type of thing, word of mouth circulating about you, about your resource, and about your aid to people. Also, quite fascinating, this one. You will discover a way in which people view you. I can see in here, you'll be you will be provided a sort of a medium for you to see how the world sees you. So, those people who, for example, watch a review about themselves on the internet, or when you have a page and then you look at the reviews section, or when you hear out an opinion of a person about you through the internet, for example. So that's gonna be as well the case, a very intriguing thing, that you will be seeing yourselves from the perspective of other people. And this is not bad, by the way. I mean, there is nothing bad in here, to be honest. Like, aside from the five and whatever, like the energy I felt that was going on, I feel like this pile, why I don't see anything specifically to be concerned of. One, it's protection in here. Again, was it from pile two, or I don't know if I was talking about you, but again, a sustainer, so there is too much at stake, so therefore you're protected. But by the way, and I'm recording this at different times of the day, so I'm not necessarily sure whether like I repeat myself or not, but I try to like remember what I say, but yeah, it happens. Something about the divine protection that's being here with this pile, it's like making this pile feel really light and non-concerned with harm that's like in your way. Like, you're too busy doing good stuff. And when I say good stuff, this is opportunities to show up in a way like that's beneficial to people, and that's making you feel passionate, and as well as making you feel fulfilled and very like light-hearted and really wanting to be here. I don't know why, but this made me feel like you have no idea, or you are about to understand or realize how many people are crushing on you. That's with the lovers in reverse. I'm not sure if this pile is necessarily looking towards that or for it, because it makes me feel like this pile is like divinely oriented or directed at something that's making them feel too busy for a relationship. However, with the lovers in reverse, you have no idea how much, like, and I hate the word suitors. It's just like I feel people watching, I feel people wanting to be close. I feel people saying like, that would be such a great like experience to have them as a partner or something like this. Now, y'all, I don't know why this makes me feel like this pile is like whatever. Maybe that's how it should be, but it's making me feel like you have a lot of people like ready almost to pounce. That's so funny because it's incredible how also this protection seems to be guarding you from the people who are like with very shallow, non-significant, and like profiting off of you type of energies. Like, these people, they are thrown away. That's how I feel anyway. This makes me also feel like there will be moments again where people will give you feedback about something that you provide, and it will make you very happy, will make you very fulfilled, will make you feel like, it's really cool to be me and to be here and to help a lot of people. Um, and another thing, pile three, it's the quality of this first card, the Ace of Cups. It makes me feel like we're dealing with a person who doesn't live with like the real world necessarily in the best of the ways. So it's like we have in here some very strong links to the universe, God. This is by far like a very unique information where it shows that pile number three is concerned with something greater than money, or something greater than the physical or tangible material dimension, and it's making you feel very thriving. Okay, if any of you are like practicing spirituality in all ways possible, in if you are investing your intention and attention and resource in connecting to God, I want you to know that pretty much this is happening, and the signs or the results are going to be revealed in the attitude that you do have. and this makes you very like standoffish, and people want to be with you. They feel very drawn to you. It's almost like, not even almost, but magical. However, also I do find it puzzling we haven't here the heart in reverse. So it's like my heart is busy with too many people, where I'm like literally wanting to assist so many people I don't have time for like a relationship. If you are with a partner, I don't know what this is about, but maybe you prioritize being like loving and assisting everyone, and you're not closing that love towards just one person. Okay. And again, we have the Lilies card, so this makes me feel like you will not understand yet, but you're about to. Also, the perspective of the suitors in here. You are seen, unfortunately though, this is like a trophy mindset, but powerfully it's coming through as this pile being seen as a worthwhile having, like a worthwhile relationship to have. I do sense a lot of clearing in here, though we have this like storm card in upright. I don't know, it just makes me feel like you will harness a greater level of understanding of what's going on around you. um there will be, I see messages, I don't know what this is about. I see a lot of messages, I see a lot of notifications on phone, I see a lot of back and forth communication, and a whole lot of written messages, regardless of the way. Just a lot of notifications and messages, almost like it's a bit intimidating in the best of the ways, but I feel like that's kind of, yeah, communication will come through. Like, that's kind of strange, but the birds card, that's the information I felt from it. I seen here higher recognition with the tree card. What is this about? There is a feeling when you are recognized for something that you do well. There is completely another thing when you are recognized for doing something well by a professional. So I can see in here with the tree card this validation, or like recognition and being seen by a professional or by someone in the same field. And this will feel very gratifying. You'll feel like you're on the right track. I don't feel like you even need validation that you're on the right track, but there will be bonuses in that way. And you will have like people, aka experts, some sort of experts. I don't know what this is about, but it's like status or rank. And these people will say, like, you are unique, you are providing something is that has never been, like acknowledgement in here again. And I can see people looking. I can see people looking either at the profile, like from this man card, this person looking at an envelope. I don't know in what way, but it makes me feel like people are going to kind of contact you, or want to contact you, or will know about your name. Okay. I can also see in here a very interesting information with the coffin card in reverse. There will be like a spring moment, or there will be like a renewal of sorts. Something about your attitude will even transpire into your looks. So it will feel like your looks are divine. Okay. How this relates to the coffin card, don't even ask me. I have no idea. Also, being recommended, or a lot of like recommendation, being recommended to the world, to people, something that's coming through with this pile, and effortlessly. So this is not the case with pile number 3, where you need to advertise something, or you need to aggressively invest in something that would make you popular, or you don't need means of manipulating that stream with maybe abundance, or maybe with people, or you don't need manipulation for that to happen. It's like I can feel the word of mouth being like circulating about around you, around your topic, around your identity and your name. And this will feel like it will feel for granted somehow. Like it will feel like a natural, again, like a very natural step in the game. And also, I can hear the dawn. Like you will experience cycles in your life. You will have like moments when you are like low, or maybe things are aggravating, but then you are reborn in a better quality. So in this bear card in reverse, I felt like there is like this dawn in your life that's coming to an end or ending. So almost like this pile is not usually active or always active. This pile feels like they are having cycles in life when they are out there and when they are also very introverted. And I can feel like the introverted bit being the majority of the time, or 60 or 70% out of your life, as if you would be gathering energy or resource right now to show up into the world. So that's what I see from the bear card. So that's, yeah, wasn't expecting I would read the surroundings and not necessarily the card or the animal itself in the picture. With the judgment card, very good news that's like slowly showing itself up into your life, just so not to scare you. Like small acts of like kindness and luck from the universe, you know. You will wake up in the morning, for example, and feel really refreshed, or you will be wanting something or needing something, that and that thing will show itself up without you even understanding where it's coming from. um, you will feel guided, and that bit of information will feel very surreal, or will feel that guidance will feel a bit suspicious. It's as though the universe will be communicating with you, and will be assisting you in ways that, you know, it's as if it would be preparing you for something greater, but it would be doing so from like a smaller scale, so as to not scare you away or to not overwhelm you. But I can see in here like small to bigger like wins that would be seemingly quite suspicious. So it's like being on time, despite maybe like not waking up on time, for example, or having like just sheer luck, and you'd be like, yeah, again, I'm supported and I don't understand what's going on. But with the judgment card, I can say there is like greater change or greater upgrades that need to happen, but you are like slowly being prepared for that. You're slowly being like given that nudge towards the what's the direction that you should be taking. Like that's the thing. What will also surprise you, by the way, and you'll find it very intriguing, and like you'll be like, how this happened. We have the Page of Swords. You'll be having people changing their attitude, changing the ways in which they relate to you, changing their overall like feel towards you, and this will feel very suspicious. In the past, if you've had situations where people didn't take you seriously, some of you, like you've had people treat you in lesser like ways because they thought that you're naive, or because they thought that, you know, you'll deserve that kind of serious attitude when you grow up. That's different types of attitude, but or information, and how it will resonate with you. But what I can say in here for sure is the fact that regardless of age or time or whatever the case may be, it's a change. It's a change in which people relate to you, and I can see it being more suited to your character or to who you are or who you are becoming. And this is no longer a feeling of we will treat pile number three just like we want to, or like there will be people feel it in the air. There will be consequences for mistreating you, okay? I don't feel in here that this pile is going to be aggressive or will like throw themselves to people, or I don't see in here like rage, or I don't see in here necessarily boundaries. It will feel like a static in the air that's going to make people feel like they shouldn't mess, Not even mess, this pile doesn't even want to like be ascribed to that energy. This pile will be like, my work or my energy is way too important to give or to share or to invest in something. So I don't know, it makes me feel like you will purify a lot of people's intentions, and almost like you have one person or a group who would try to basically think about a scenario in which they will be saying or expressing stuff to you, and then when you show up or they show up to your doorstep, they want to say the thing and they don't have the courage, or this static or this aura in the air, it's making them like, it's pacifying them. Aside from that, also we have your presence as being quite pacifying in here. um the message repeats itself, so again, for some reason you have to hear it twice, but you will have like a splitting of perspectives. You will understand who you are from the perspective of the other. Yeah, definitely the case. um Another funny thing, you'll find people talking about you, or you will discover that people were talking about you in also very indirect ways. So you could be like in a room and people don't see you, but they could be talking about you, and you'd be hearing the gossip about you, the case. And there will be along the lines of something very strange in the ways in which they will refer to you, because your reputation and how it's being like spoken from their side will be about them not understanding how you work and how you function and how everything is being given to you, or how people are so drawn to you. Like they will not understand it, like they will not grasp it, they will not be able to fully grasp what's going on. So almost as if you would be related to, like, they will refer to you as, yes, I don't understand how this person operates, and this person, they feel like they're not like everyone else, or we better be careful with them because I don't understand who they are and what they are doing and how they work or how they function. Some sort of very strange information from that domain, but yeah, pretty much it will feel like pile 3 is too good to be true, and people will be very hesitant to trust you at first, but there will be no denying, there will be no denying of the fact that you'll have so many friends that your reputation will simply cover all cover up a lot of like blind spots and misconceptions or projections in that case. By the way, for colors, I can see in here some very light colors, some very almost like light related. So if red would be like in not red by the way, but as an example, if a color would be filtered through light, so for example yours would be white, yellow, um, also very light pink color I can see in this reading, like golden also, and like sunlight light color. That's the kind of energy I can feel about this pile. And also seems to be like with this pile I can sense on a lot of like almost uniformity, or so much peace, or so much like well-being and ease that's going on, as if there is almost like not even as much information to talk about in this context, and like this pile being very intuitive. So what's puzzling about this pile is the fact that every feel everything feels so every feel everything feels so light, everything feels so like easygoing and natural, and you anticipate a lot of things that happen. So perhaps the case is that almost this pile doesn't quite resonate with the idea of what will be what intriguing thing will be revealed to you, like almost as if I were to, I don't know, really, like if I really wanted to surprise a person with like a new plant I found and gift that plant to the person, and the person would be an expert and they would know so many, and they have must have seen so many like plants that, you know, I show up at the doorstep with this reading, with this aka plant, and I want to surprise them, but I can't really because either they expected it or they've seen this. So there is a feeling of I cannot really surprise this pile for some reason, or you know, everything that I'm saying in here is anticipated or known to you in some sort of way. Okay, it's almost as if it's making me sleepy. I don't know why, but the channeling of this pile is very difficult because it's somehow like you cannot like grasp or you cannot like cling yourself to an information in here specifically. I don't know, maybe that's the way I read today, but it's what's like very concise and very like true about this person from pile number 3 is the fact that they are so concentrated on their craft, on evolving, on working on how I can be like assisting and aiding my people. That's perhaps why there isn't as much to be said in here aside from complimenting you for a well done job or for success that's going to be assisting you, and like, and I don't feel like you're like, maybe you are a static person, but I can feel like you're not going to settle because like not going to settle in a place for too long because there'll be too many things to pursue or too many things to participate in. Okay. That's the feeling. Genuinely, I have no idea how to surprise this pile. And I even have a list so that you know, when I seem to get stuck, I do like, I read some words that would perhaps allow me to deepen the reading. And when I look at the validate in the reading, I do not see in here how I can validate you because, yeah, and literally I have no idea who's watching this pile, and that's very like I cannot, for some reason, everything as if it's given already to you, or everything is being shown to you before I can even read it. This pile feels very calm, this pile feels very knowledgeable, ready for whatever it is that's being thrown to them, and it's not even being thrown, okay? Because literally this spell could be like predicting that or something. By the way, it could be also in the divination prediction business. Kind of what I see in here could be the case, because otherwise I have no idea how I can relate or explain what's really going on in here. But yeah. Okay, I think that's pretty much it. I don't see the need for trying to read any further. Anyway, we also have like some 4 or 5 minutes left, but that's a very puzzling thing I came across today. If you could be perhaps like inclined to let me know if that is true, if you picked pile number 3, because for the level of simplification, this pile doesn't want, or this like reading doesn't want me to expand on more because it will feel like it would be too much, or I have covered enough already and there is nothing more that needs to be urgently communicated to you. Kind of strange because usually I do find people waiting for more or wanting to open up more about some other aspects, but yeah, that's very strange. I've never necessarily came across this type of energy. It felt to me though that you had to be validated in a lot of the work that you do, and a lot of the and supported in a lot of the things that you should be expecting, or you will be expecting, or you'll be encountering in the future. And also the intuition or the prediction in here, it's so insane. I would expect this pile to be very connected to the divine, or to be also in the arts of divination and future telling and stuff like that, or spirituality, almost as if there are people in here who are capable of predicting the future without even using the cards, or some feats like this. Interesting anyway. Thanks for watching, I suppose. If you resonated, do let me know in the comment section. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe to my channel. For the donations, if you want to donate, we have the link in the comments and the description section. If not, that's okay, that's completely fine. And I hope it resonated and you found some valuable insights in here. Looking forward to hearing from you about your life in the future. Have a great day ahead of you. That genuinely puzzled me, like pile number 3 a bit puzzled me in the end. Thanks for watching, take care.